Are you homeschooling your first grader this year and looking for some ideas on homeschooling curriculum? Well, today I'm going to show you my curriculum choices for my first grader. Hey guys, it's Bonnie from Mrs. Mom's Homeschool and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm a homeschooling mom. I've been homeschooling for about 8 years. I have 3 children and this year I'm helping to homeschool a 4th child. So she will be my first grader this year and I'm going to show you what we are using to homeschool her. Okay, so we're going to start with language arts, and for language arts we're going to use we're going to start with the Good and the Beautiful level K, which is advanced kindergarten and regular first grade. She came from a nice Christian school and she knows a lot of the things in here, but some of the things she didn't learn. So we're going to see how long it takes us to get through this, and if we can get through this quickly, then we'll shoot over to starting the Good and the Beautiful level 1, which is first grade, advanced first grade, and regular second grade. For handwriting, we are going to use the Good and the Beautiful level 1 handwriting course. I do have reviews on all of these things, but just in case you are new to homeschooling and you're not familiar with this, I'll go through this briefly. So the Good and the Beautiful goes through spelling, reading, phonics, grammar, punctuation, literature, art appreciation, poetry, and poetry memorization and appreciation in their level K course. The handwriting we love because it has some fun pictures for them to also do. They can finish the picture. There's coloring, there's dot to dot, connect the dot pictures. There's opportunities for the kids to color and then try to draw their own picture on that side. So it's basically you're getting drawing and handwriting and coloring in one book. And the reason why we love the Good and the Beautiful is because they cover more than one subject, so it minimizes the amount of curriculum that we have to get. For math, she's going to do Dimensions Math level 1, 1A and 1B, which is recommended for first grade. We love Dimensions Math. I have a review on this too. I think I have a review on the 3rd grade one, but I can make a review for this one as well. For science, she is going to be doing a mixture of things that my other 2 kids who are in between grades are doing. So we're going to be starting off with the Good and the Beautiful safety unit, which talks about safety rules, fire safety, water and electricity, earthquakes and natural disasters, God Gave Me a Body, Home Alone, kitchen and cooking safety, internet and peer pressure, and gun safety. So some of these might be a little advanced, and I'll just skip anything that doesn't apply to her right now. But we're going to start with this science unit. And guys, if you want a review on like an in-depth look at any of this stuff, make sure you check out my playlist on curriculum reviews. I have an in-depth review, like a look through, a walkthrough on all of these different curriculums that we have. And then we're also going to be doing the Water and Our World, which basically talks about the water and the water cycle, bodies of water in our planet, the different states of water, and lots of other cool things. And then we're also going to be, I'm teaching a science class to kindergarten and first graders that I am creating at our homeschool co-op. So we are going to be doing extensions of that science in our homeschool. So once the first semester of it is complete, when I finish creating it, I will put that a video so that you guys can see how we're doing science. You should have it up in about a week or 2 when I finish it. Now we are going to be adding Spanish this year into our homeschool, and I don't have those resources yet, but I will show them to you online. So for Spanish, we're going to be using Song School Spanish. And I don't have these resources with me yet. They are on their way. And when they come, I will make a nice review for you guys. But for now, I'm going to show what it looks like online. So Song School Spanish is supposed to be suited to the energy, developmental level, and fun-loving nature of grades 1 through 3. They started out making their Song School Latin curriculum, and it is patterned after that. It has weekly lessons with some songs and chants. It has some vocabulary illustrations, some handwriting practice, stories, games, and activities. And there's a little bit of grammar introduced mildly throughout the book, but the focus is on relevant everyday vocabulary that is said to engage the kids. So I'm also going to be looking into some of those Spanish subscription boxes where they send you some books to read to your kids in Spanish. I just haven't decided on which one we're going to try yet. I also have some Spanish flashcards that we're going to use in our morning basket, but I'll show you a video on our morning basket in another video. Okay, so for social studies and history, I have also created a homeschool curriculum for kindergartner and first graders, which is how we're going to do social studies and geography and history. Sorry guys, and I had a brain fart. And history for my first graders. So we are gonna do different topics based on like the continents and the culture of each continent. We're gonna do some history on like early Americans and archaeologists and things like that. We are also going to be doing some social studies type things on being a good citizen and our American flag and things of that sort. So I'm just pulling a bunch of different basic topics from all these different things and introducing them in a fun, gentle way to this age group using Pinterest ideas, books and videos and games and stuff like that. So I have the first 13 weeks set out. So what I can do, if you're interested, leave me a comment below and then I can make a video showing that to you. And if you guys are interested, then I'll post that first half for sale. And if you're not, then I'll just wait till the whole thing is created. But that's what we're going to be doing for social studies / history / geography. She's going to be doing that at our homeschool co-op every week. And then when we come home, I'll get additional books and additional activities when we have time, just to encourage more conversations on whatever topic we learned on that Tuesday. In the winter here, we live in Florida, we are going to stop science curriculums and we are going to do nature studies. So I have a ton of nature studies resources. You can check them out here, where we're going to be doing nature studies to learn about science, learning about trees and animals and insects and all those things hands-on, and get ourselves outside as much as we can when the weather gets nice. On Wednesdays in my homeschool, we do poetry tea time. So at this time, I will get her some age-appropriate poetry books for her to read through and give her some opportunities to write her own poems while we do a little tea time. And we usually have our poetry tea time instead of lunch on Wednesday. So we're going to do that for poetry again this coming year, because my kids loved it last homeschool year. And if you want to know how we do poetry tea time, you can check out the video on the card above. So the last thing I want to show you is our Bible. And what we are going to do for Bible this year is a mixture of things. So we are of course going to read the Bible, but I have two separate Bibles here. So we have the famous Jesus Storybook Bible that has a bunch of Bible stories in them. But we're also going to be using the Day-to-Day Kids Bible, and I will take maybe a chapter or even like a portion out of this from maybe the Proverbs or from the New Testament and read that section to her and to the kids, and then talk about it and try to apply it to them at their age. We're also going to be doing memory verses for them to memorize, mixed with crafts and things like that. And then we're going to be using theology and see how that goes with all the kids. They can get what they can out of it, and we'll have conversations using this. And I'll have a little prayer journal for them to write their prayers in. And I have these little cards that are really cute. And of course I can't find it right now, but I'm going to make one for her. They're little cards that teaches kids how to pray, and it goes through the acts: adoration, confession, thanksgiving and supplication. And they can flip through them and they can read, and then they can have their one-on-one prayer time. So we'll probably go through the habits of praying and how to pray and faith and things like that. But we also have this free resource online I encourage you guys to check out. It's called kidsofintegrity.com. And what you can do is you can pick, it's all free. You can pick a characteristic that you want to work on, like perseverance. And this is all on perseverance. So it's all kinds of stories and lessons and activities and Bible verses that you can choose from. If you want to work on a character a month, you can get this for free on kidsofintegrity.com. I'll link that website in the description below. So that is it. That is what I'm using to teach my first graders this year, and we are excited to be doing all these different things. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I also have a video out on my curriculum reviews for my kindergartner one. Actually, I think I have, if you go back into the curriculum reviews playlist, have two playlists like that. You'll preschool, kindergarten, first grade, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. And then you're gonna get an 8th grade homeschool review. The reason why I don't have a 7th grade homeschool review is because my oldest daughter went to school for 7th grade year, and we are homeschooling her again this year for 8th grade. So once I order all of her stuff, we're gonna get a review on all that stuff. I'm really excited to get that stuff. But anyway, you don't want to hear about that because you're only here for your first graders. So if you guys are interested in any other reviews for any other age groups, make sure you check out my playlist. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to this channel, like this video, give it a thumbs up, which is the same thing, and hit the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I post. My schedule right now is 3 times a week. I will be posting Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Have a ton of new collaborations coming up to answer some new homeschooling questions. So thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.